Ladies and gentlemen, voted Long Island's best podcast by a bot farm in Russia, it's the Adult Baby Show.
I'm a sweet boy.
I'll let a girl suck any part of me. I mean, honestly.
It's just in my mouth, just.
Oh, like, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except getting to work on time.
You just ruined my day. Fuck your day.
Oh, let's get the feet involved.
It's not a nut. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud with you.
Some people
Yeah.
are absolutely
Huh?
disgusted by me.
He ain't lying.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Adult Babies Podcast, episode 311. I am B.
I'm Ryan.
And, guys, we have a very special guest. You probably hear him in the background. It's his, he's been on a lot, but not recently. Guys, give it up for Chic.
Chick is back.
Look who it is.
You're a most the guest with the most appearances. I probably.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Tom Hanks of the Adult Babies Podcast.
I'm almost like a host.
He is. It's so good to have our crusty old curmudgeon back.
It really is.
We missed him.
I genuinely missed your presence.
I did too.
I missed my presence.
Ryan, I missed his presence, and then 5 minutes into the car ride, I said, there he is. There's the old miserable sack of shit I know.
He's been spending the last 2 weeks hat shopping.
Yeah, I see. He's got.
You like this one? So the rents came home from England and Scotland,
Yeah.
and while they were down there, they were sending pictures of hats. They're like, "Do you like this?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
I think you wear
fits
it well.
very well.
Yeah. It has the look of you have the look of like a somebody that plays poker or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of
You know?
fitting. Not that I'm like, I used to be a degenerate.
Yeah. Well.
Well,
Yeah, I think you look like you rough people up for a living.
Yeah. Definitely. He fights. Verbally. I think he verbally roughs himself up too, to be honest.
So you been catch us up with your.
well, I had one interesting, well, not even interesting, but so the other day I was driving.
Here it is.
Was
2 weeks
starting right
gone.
off the bat. No, the other day I was driving and I was coming up to a red light, and you know when you like make eye contact with the person in the car next to you. So like I look over to the left and I see this Spanish guy and I guess his son, and like we both look over and we catch each other, and now we like got caught in like a 3-second stare.
That's a long.
And now I see the guy's window starting to go down. So now I don't want to turn away because now I'm thinking this guy maybe he's asking for directions or something.
Yeah.
So he rolls down his window and I'm looking at him. He goes, "Did you want to ask me something?" Yeah. I said, "I thought you were going to ask me something." He goes, "Oh, no. I'm like, "All right, have a good day."
Jeez.
Does that ever happen to you?
The slight gaze of a stranger at a red light is something that has happened to me. But I feel like I move away from it the second I notice that he's looking back at me.
I'm a big head turner when I'm driving, and I always, head back forward when you think you might
When you
get
drive
caught.
with me, usually your head is turned towards your
My lap.
lap. But yeah, you're all over the place.
I never got stuck in that position.
Never.
think
You
so.
straight ahead. You don't look.
No, I always take a glance. I always, when I pull up to a red light, I like to see my company, see who was there.
Yeah, that's like
but
me.
it's just a glance. It's
It's
not,
a glance.
it's
You can't.
not extended looks.
Well, it was just weird. Like you normally don't stare either, but like we caught it, and then we both, I guess, thought the other one was going to ask him something, so the look stayed
feels
longer.
like maybe a misconnection.
Yeah, it does.
And then once the window started going down, I'm like, well, now I have to wait and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for his window to roll down. I'm like,
I think
what's up?
Yeah, I think he alphaed you.
yeah, he did.
Yeah. He's like, "What's up, buddy?" And you're like,
Yeah.
why would you take that initiative? Like, wait, I mean, wait for the symbol. Or the signal.
Yeah, like when I'm like,
Wait
yeah,
for the
roll
signal,
down,
yeah.
roll down.
What caught your eye about this guy?
I have
Anything
no
in particular?
idea. It was
Handsome?
just, that's what I do when I'm driving. Like I'm a head turner.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
I
we
like
all
to
are.
see my company, exactly. Like when
That's
I'm
a
pulling
great
up
way to
the
put
lights.
it. I like to see who my company is.
Yeah.
I like that.
Who am I to spend the next, 40
20
seconds?
seconds
40
with.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. We have a new restaurant. Well, not a new restaurant. We got a new place we have to go to. Mohegan Sun.
Wow.
Oh
Big
my
account.
God. It's 2 restaurants in there, but it's like a 3-hour drive. So I had to get up at
And you're the guy. You're the
You hit any
Mohegan Sun guy.
slots when you're there?
No, because no, I didn't. It's a
would.
whole
If
rigmarole.
I went there, I'd probably be like, all right, I'm going to take a 5-minute
Yeah.
table
Yeah, but I got a
break.
truck, so like I can't even get near the place. Like it's.
Yeah.
I've dealt with this with when you deliver to like the UBS arena. Certain places they like go through. They check the truck for bombs and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to go through like a staging process. It was a whole thing. But dude, getting up 5 o'clock it was dark. All right, it wasn't great to get up. I went to sleep a little early, but I had my iced tea and I'm going over the Throgs Neck Bridge with the sun rising and the day ahead of me. I felt amazing.
Yeah.
I felt amazing, and I just drove down there. And I'll tell you what I was doing. I was looking at all the rest stops, new rest stops. Am I going to find a new place to stop? I didn't find anything.
That's your typical route, though. I mean, it's a little bit further than you normally go, I guess, right?
It's 2 hours further than where I normally go.
okay.
Maybe an hour and a half.
Right.
An hour and a half with no traffic. It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there. I'm in Connecticut, but this is, so yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. So I think we're going to be trying to do that 3 days a week. So
Your start time is going to be that early, 3 days a
I
week?
think so.
What is your normal? I didn't realize it wasn't that
No,
early.
I get in at like 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish I would get
like
in
8
earlier.
hours? You do like 8 hours? That's it?
Sometimes less, sometimes more.
Less?
It depends. But now it's like, and I'm taking on more out. I'm working like 6 days a week now.
Yeah.
Just because money, I need more money. So I've been working Monday, like Sundays sometimes.
You still
whenever they
working
give me-
out?
I am. I haven't been there in over a week, though.
So you're not.
That feels like a no.
That's a no. You can't say yes and then be like, but I haven't been there in a week.
I haven't been there in a week. But yes, I am. I'll be there tomorrow.
No. So that's a no, and I'm going to try and get back on it tomorrow. Should have been your answer.
I'm gonna get back on it tomorrow, but it's only been a week. And it's
Week is good enough.
and
yeah.
it's only because my work schedule increased. Very special guest.
What is going on? Who is that? I can't.
Monique.
Oh, it's Monique.
I feel like this is
Monique.
the Tonight Show. Where we're like,
Hey, ooh. Thank you.
what's up, Monique?
Good to be back.
Monique is being so kind to let me borrow her car tomorrow. I have to leave my car home so that the windshield replacement company can come
Broken
replace
windshield.
it. Yeah, which has been there for months. I got a ticket in your part. I had an expired inspection,
Oh.
and then when I went to your house to do the podcast, I came back to a ticket.
So now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, you are.
It's all my
See?
fault.
All because you just don't like to drive.
It's
I never
this is
said-
not- this is my it's my responsibility.
This dumb idiot. Again,
This dumb idiot.
I did not say I wouldn't drive 2 weeks ago. Did I not?
We're just so used to having to cater to you that we feel
Oh,
like we
here
have
we
to
go. We
to you.
cater to be
It's a big personality.
Again.
The big star.
All right. Again. Like I said, when I offer to drive, what does he say, Ryan? He says no.
Yeah.
So you can't win with this idiot.
You're in an unwinnable situation.
I like your hat.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate
new.
it.
Got it already, yep. Yeah,
Everybody
parents
that's
brought it back.
close to you is in an unwinnable situation. with you. Really?
Yeah, well, I don't blame you for
Look
that.
at you
I
guys.
feel like
You can't keep your hands
I
off
feel
of
like
each other.
I feel
I know. It's like, what's
a
going on? You
lot.
want us to leave?
Jesus Christ.
'Cause they're holding
Is this an
hands?
invitation? Or are they asking us to leave, right?
Are they role playing right now? What's going on?
Who's who? Pretend you jump on a random podcast.
That's a good one. Yeah, try that one.
What's your name
They're
today?
getting into voyeurism now, seeing how long it will last before we start turning around.
We did a little role playing yesterday.
Oh my God.
I blame myself. I knew the inspection was up. I knew that when you park in a public place, you're open to it. I knew that I should have gotten my windows fixed long ago, but that was what was kind of keeping me from getting my inspection done. So I dropped my car off to get everything tuned up, make sure I could pass inspection, but I got to get the window changed. Very boring story, but yeah. So I got to leave my car home tomorrow. So she's let me use her car.
All right. Well, that's
Do you
very
have?
sweet.
Is somebody? She's Ari's outside waiting for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
All right. Well,
I like
thanks.
the fun,
Thanks
too.
so much.
I'm sure I'll hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's, I'll get right into that. Yeah.
Well, we might as well.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the
Appreciate it.
segue.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice seeing you guys.
Yes,
All right,
take
Bye,
care.
bye, Monique, or whatever your name is today. Yeah, I have a couple of new things here I got back behind me. They were gifts from my nieces for my birthday. And the one self-explanatory, it's a B, you know, and the other one is
Hold it up for us in the camera.
all right.
Yeah.
We got the B right here. It says B. It's a little. It looks homemade almost, but it's not. I asked. I said, "Did you crochet this yourself?"
That would
And
be impressive. If
Yeah.
Which
would.
one is from which?
This is from Madeline.
Okay.
This is from Millie. The bozo here.
She calls you Bozo, right?
Yeah,
Uncle Bozo?
they call me Uncle Bozo. So it's two of my
Do you like
my
that?
nicknames. Well, I sort of made. Well, I believe I made it up. My brother-in-law, of course, thinks he made it up.
He would definitely not give you credit.
And I'll tell you why. Because it is half true. Because he calls a lot of people bozo,
He does.
but I turned the bozo into it's Uncle Bozo time. You know, a little
Yeah, I
sing and a
gotcha.
dance. It got so far. I think I said this on the podcast last year. Remind me if I did, but every Christmas I buy my niece like a silly gift. So last year for show and tell, she brought in a gift I gave her. It was like a picture of me on a blanket, dressed up wacky and all that. And my sister got a message from the teacher saying, "We just love Uncle Bozo over here." Uncle Bozo sounds like a fun guy or
Yeah.
something like that. So it's gone so far that the teachers are now calling. They know
Uncle Bozo.
about Uncle Bozo. I am Uncle Bozo.
Yeah,
all right?
That's it.
fits.
That's a great nickname.
It's
like
great. It's fun.
My nephew.
Yeah, I
And
was
it's
leaning to
hilarious to see two little girls like in public like, "Hey Bozo! Uncle Bozo's here."
And you just being like, "That's right."
That's right.
That's me.
It's and I did I made a couple of songs up where I would sing it like a theme song, you know? And I forget what they were, but yeah. I have fun with it.
I don't like. I'm Uncle Tom. I'm Uncle Chick to my friends' kids. Like they call me Uncle Chick.
Mm-hmm.
That I like. But my youngest nephew now has been calling me just Uncle.
Hey, what's
weird.
up, Unc?
Unc.
Not Unc. Uncle. He says Uncle. I think it's hysterical.
I don't like that.
I find it odd because it's just like I'm not. It's weird. Like
Yeah.
I just think it's just a simple and quicker for him.
It is.
So
Quick
he
and
just
simple.
calls me Uncle, and I
Hey,
find
Uncle.
it funny.
It'd be like it's like the super official, like, "Hello, mother. Hello,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
hey
Hi,
brother, hey
Uncle.
brother, how are you?" Like people might say that jokingly here and there, but
Yeah.
nobody's actually saying like,
You think it'll stick?
No.
"No, that
Yeah.
seems like a."
Yeah, it seems like a thing.
I
so-
think he doesn't realize he's doing it.
Speaking of Unc, I am growing increasingly jealous of black guys getting to use Unc. I love Unc.
Oh,
What up,
Wait,
Unc?
why we're
Yeah.
not allowed to use Unc?
I think we
can.
can. But
should we?
I feel like
Well, should we? As always, there's a lot of things we probably shouldn't do. But I didn't realize Unc was a black thing.
yeah.
I guess.
I feel like I would not feel comfortable using it. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be alarmed if a white guy used it, but I don't want to be that white guy.
I would use it not realizing that it's supposed to be.
It's not mainstream enough that
Yeah.
white guys start using it.
yeah.
It's big.
And when they do,
but I
black
don't.
guys will stop using it.
Yes.
That's the way yeah.
But
Well,
it's
because we turn everything into like it doesn't sound cool.
Corn,
It's cringy
yeah.
and corny.
Mhm.
when
It's
we do
corny.
it.
Yeah.
just us even saying it right now. I'm like,
Yeah,
I-
We're having a conversation about it right now. That's why we.
this is
use
the
it.
moment that word it's gone. It's over.
Yeah.
No, I'm
it's
letting
done.
I'm letting them keep Unc. I
Yeah,
don't want
let 'em have
Unc to go away, so I want to give it its respect and let them keep it because
Yeah.
I don't want to stop hearing it, but I do wish that I could say it.
I feel like you. I mean, again, I can't speak because I didn't realize it was racial.
It was like son, like everything used to be son. What up, son?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I
You
feel
hear
like
that Gary Veter bit where was it Gary Veter or Sean Donnelly? I can't remember. I worked with both of them for a weekend. But they would say he walked into like a bodega. There was like a couple of black guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, "Yo, what up, cuz? What do you need?" And he was like, "Nothing, bro. What's going on?" He's like, "All right," and they said, "All right,
Hey,
thanks, Unc."
son,
And then
Unc.
he steps up and goes, "What do you want?" And he goes, "I want to know how you two are related."
That's funny. I don't know who did that one. That's
Yeah.
really funny though.
Yeah, it was years ago, so I don't mind telling it because I'm sure they're not still telling it on stage. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think it was Gary Veter.
might have been.
that is a good one. I like that. I think it's funny because most cool phrases or things that we say are probably stolen from like the hip hop culture or terminology in general. And we just, it starts with them as like cool, and then it gets popularized by white folks, and then they stop using it and get new ones.
Yeah. That's the way that's the cycle of.
Well, now they've exhausted all of the relationship names. I think they can't go. I think because you got bro, son, cuz, unk. Like what? How much? You can't go like dad.
Dad.
What are you gonna do? What up, father? Like you can't do much more.
That doesn't sound cool.
Yeah.
What up, ma? They use that.
Well, and then nephew. They do. They say nephew too.
They say nephew.
They say nephew. They love shouting out different relations that don't fit.
I always feel good when
I think
they say
they
that to me.
just to an express like closeness. That's like the whole thing.
Yeah. It's we're family.
We're family.
Yeah.
White guys
is
trying
one.
to figure it out.
Can we get a black guest on this podcast? When was the last black guest that you had on this
Devin
podcast?
Bramble, but
I don't know what that means.
He's I don't know how to say it.
No, Devin. Yeah, probably Dev. Yeah, I would say that.
I love him though.
Is he
He's one of
like-
my favorites.
Is he the another comic that I think Jordan Carlos? I think is that that comic Jordan?
Name
black guy?
sounds familiar.
He's like, but a very like nerdy black guy.
Yeah.
He's like I'm the black guy that when white people say I have a black friend, he goes, I'm that black. I'm that black friend.
that might be Devin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes I wear a lot of fleece because it wicks away moisture. So
Well, this actually brings something to me, and I don't know if you guys brought this up at all. I feel like you might have when I wasn't here, but I find that all the rappers you like are all the white rappers.
Well, we talked about that
Yeah.
last week.
He
knows it.
I didn't
That's-
listen to last
No,
week.
but I
Yeah.
told you that. This is
You
why
did mention it. That's why I wasn't sure if I listened
he's
to
a
it or
lot like
what.
my dad. I've noticed. My dad, if you mention something to him, it's in his
Accent.
head already. It's bouncing around in
Yeah.
there, and it's going to come out eventually.
Yeah.
But it's not sure of where it was from.
And he's
But
like-
I know it's there.
There's been plenty of things where like he's heard and he takes at his own. It's his idea now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. And,
So we won't beat a dead
it's
horse, I
it's
guess.
it's mostly accurate, yeah, but not across the
I
board.
don't think
but-
it's obviously it's not on purpose, but I
It's
find
Well,
on
I just-
purpose.
It's not on
He
purpose.
told
it's
us
just
last
that-
week it's very much on purpose.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking. It's not on purpose. It's just I love rap, and then so like I love the rhythm of rap. I like rap that I don't relate to. But then once it was like, now you're hearing rappers who are rapping about shit that I are
I
more
get
in
it.
my world.
I get
So
that.
it's like,
makes
it's
sense.
like, I like the rhythm of it. I like the rhyming of it. I like the beats of it. Oh, and now I get to also relate to some of the stuff that they're talking about. It's like just an additional
There
thing
is
about
something to be said about relating to the music a little more.
it. Yeah, and not that I need it. Like my favorite rap albums are shit that I have no relation to.
Well, that's
but,
and that's like me. I mean, most of my favorite rappers and all that. I like my rappers selling drugs and killing people. Something
Yeah.
I clearly didn't grow up doing. And that's why I found that because it was funny whenever you would talk about like Arnis, I'm like, oh, all right, this guy, that guy. I'm like, I know it's like there's something in common with all of
No,
these.
there is. There definitely is. Would you not put the fan on?
Oh, shut up. B's making fun of me because I sweat a lot when we record.
He requested a fan to be run on him at all times.
But no, I didn't say that.
In more or less words.
If it
I
wasn't-
just
if
said,
it-
I go, how many times do I got to sweat on this before they realize maybe I need an AC?
They realize who's they. Me?
Yeah,
It's if it wasn't the fans on the cameras is no big deal because there's no mics there. If you put a fan on you, the mic is going to pick up the fan. Is the
No,
problem.
I know. I was,
between
I don't
that
need
and
a
the
fan.
breathing, it's going to be like we're at one of those DRX.
It's going to be
movies.
like me in the car.
Yeah.
I would love to give you a fan because I don't want to look at it either. But
That's why I got the hat now. So
Yeah.
it hides it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, you could just maybe come to the gym with me and sweat it out then.
When you hit the gym for 2 months straight, then I'll say it's now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's now a
Fair enough.
routine and it's something you do.
Fair enough.
can we?
my
I
friend.
was talking about this the other day. Like I have a hard time trying, and like it's like embarrassing to try. Like you go to the gym, and it's like, oh, you're trying to get in shape. Like I find that embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to make a bit out of it. Can we like have a competition who can get in the best shape? Because then I could be like, oh, it's like funny. 'Cause I got-
Yeah, yeah.
like let's all get jacked because it's funny.
Yeah.
We could
then
definitely
it's like-
do
and
that.
then
Trick our minds into
Yeah,
it.
and then you're at the gym and you're like working out. Like, you believe this? Like, I'm working out for a bit. This is
You
gonna
know
be
what?
hilarious.
Last time me and B did something like this, I didn't even try.
Yeah,
I
no,
want to
listen.
commit
So
to it.
not only did you not try, you gained 3 pounds or something.
I don't think I
ridiculous.
actually did gain a pound.
You did. We have the scale. There's
I got to
video.
go back to those. Yeah, I don't buy that.
I lost
Yeah.
a decent amount.
you
it was
did good. I
It was
didn't
good.
try at all, but I would like to do something where I try.
I tried. I did once with a buddy of mine. We did a competition. And I lost like 45 pounds, and he lost a pound and a half.
But like they say, you can't do straight poundage. You got to do percentage.
Sure, right.
Yeah, sure. So,
Again, I still feel like
but you didn't do anything.
I
I
didn't
just
do
don't wanna do-
anything. I'm in the clear advantage in this group because I
Yeah,
have the
because-
most to lose.
You could walk around the block right now and lose a couple of pounds. You probably lose weight sitting there sweating.
I'm
know
just
what?
sick. Go ahead.
No,
go
you
ahead.
go. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. You go.
They're all out of
You go.
sync.
So my biggest complaint now with like my new that I don't work at my old job anymore is that now I'm at a desk 24/7. There's no, labor at all.
Mm-hmm.
That labor I used to bank on, it was like
A little bit. A few steps help.
Yeah, and
All
now
the
it's like I
labor.
got none of that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna blow up if I don't.
The
hit this
labor is
fast.
now on your heart
Yeah, exactly.
and your lungs. They're doing all the work.
Or I will say, talking to people isn't, you can get tired at the end of the day trying to sell all day long, but you're not burning.
Yeah, abs talking to people.
No, but I was just going to say it's not a physical where it's like, oh, I felt like I worked out or anything, but it's
Right.
more like a brain break you need.
Yeah, it can wipe you out. It
Yeah.
can exhaust you, but
Not in the same, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna take this summer off from like enjoying myself, and I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life by
Oh,
my
I
next
can't wait
birthday.
to see this.
When's your next birthday?
August.
August.
I got it.
Oh, so before the summer. Well,
Yeah,
during
well, I want to take the winter.
We gotta do
I've
this
never
before.
like I can lose weight. I know how to lose weight. I've done
Me
that
too.
before, but I've never been like happy with my shape. And I think I realized this today why I'm constantly uncomfortable with my body. I feel like I don't identify it as a fact. Like when I see people with good bodies, I feel like that's how I identify. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be, and I've just never had that kind of body. So I'm like, I just want to get in the body that I'm supposed to be in.
I don't get it because like you're sitting next to two mounds.
But
the
I don't.
only reason why he lost weight is because he had cancer.
No, but I've kept it off for the most part.
Have you? You look like you gained it all back.
No,
This
I
all
haven't.
started
Not at
because
all.
I recorded some sex lately, and you ever watch yourself have sex back?
Oh no, you
That-
caught some
refuse
bad
to do
views.
that.
That'll make you be like, I can't like
Yeah.
I want to be like I'm not
couldn't
I'm
wa-
not.
I wouldn't be able to watch myself have sex. I am gross.
I almost like didn't even want to have sex again until I get in shape.
Does
Like,
it make you think like, what is Monique doing with me?
it makes me think she's a really good person.
Yeah.
It makes me think like women are really great, you know?
That's why I
And it-
almost feel like I would never record myself having sex because I don't want the person I'm having sex with to sit back and be like, that's what I'm having sex with.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think they allow filming with prostitution.
No, if that makes it legal.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because
'Cause now you-
pornography
porn is
is
legal.
legal.
That's
Prostitution
true.
is not.
That's
So if you
true.
say I got to film this for my own sake.
Well, I'm into trying to get into shape with you, but it's just I don't see you as a fat person. Like you seem like you're in good shape to me.
Now, just to play devil's advocate, he's not fat, but he's not cut. So he has
Yeah,
work
that's-
to do.
Okay, you're not cut. You're not
I got a
cut.
big old tire on the middle.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
it-
We all have work.
Really, not terrible.
I
though.
do. I'm telling you.
What
I've
size
I watched the
pants?
tape.
I'm not going to be the guy who's going to sit here and lie to you. You
What
do.
size pants are you?
36
Yeah.
waist.
If you're not a 32 or
I'm a
30 or
32.
28,
I'm a 32 right here.
yeah, you have a weird shape, but you're just gaining your cancer weight back.
Yeah.
You are.
No,
I
I'm
know
not.
you think you're not, but you are.
I've gained 10 pounds
Yeah.
over the course of 3 months.
Okay. And how long did it take you to lose that?
But I'm maintaining.
How much did you
I'm
lose?
maintaining.
Dude, what's
I'm
gaining 10?
maintaining.
Gaining 10 is not
My
maintaining.
body is not. Have you ever seen? Remember when Oprah used to
B,
lose
this
weight? She
means
was
in
like a
another
bobblehead.
3 months you're going to gain another 10.
No. I've
Yes.
leveled out.
You're not leveled out.
I've leveled out, you fool.
B, we watched you for a week dwindle away every week. And now I see you filling back up that chair. And I'm happy because you look healthier. Like, this is why we can't lie to each other. You're gaining weight. He's got a tire. I'm fat as fuck. We could all use the weight loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I need it to be a bit. It's just and what is it about? Like other people go to the gym, they just work out. I feel like embarrassed to try. Anytime you try something, and it's like
it is embarrassing. I don't like going during the January months.
You want to?
Where I'm like,
That's the time. That's all the beginners.
That's embarrassing. You got to get in before that.
You got to get in before or after.
Or yeah, exactly.
And when people are like, oh, it's just the gym, and nobody's looking at you, nobody's paying attention.
Everybody's
Like, I know
looking
they
at
are
you.
because
I stare
I'm
at
the one.
everybody.
Yes, and you judge.
Everybody's
like I
looking and
judge.
paying
So
The
it's only,
good lookings, the uglies, the in betweens. I'm looking at everybody.
Everybody's doing it. All the people
I even
who
look
are
at me.
there,
I'm looking in the mirror. I'm saying, look at that.
But I'm saying everybody who's there, even if they act like no one cares, they're all looking at everybody.
We're all looking at each other.
everybody is.
so I gotta, you gotta.
It's a meat farm.
I gotta meal prep. You gotta it's a full time job to get in like good shape.
Here's-
Like
Yeah,
not just lose weight, to get in good shape.
I don't want to get in that good of shape.
I wanna
would
get-
love
I don't want it
be
to
ripped.
affect
How
my
about you?
lifestyle.
I want
Let's
to be.
try and get
I want to be.
Chick,
I want to be
don't lie to
sexy.
yourself.
I want to. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to.
Okay.
I want to.
But you won't even look. He's sweating. I just saw him wipe away the brow for the first time of the podcast in 2 weeks. It's good to have you back. But here's the thing, Chick. You could put a little dent in there,
I need to put a big dent.
but you could. But you're afraid to even put a little dent. And
I'm
I
not
feel
afraid. I just don't have the willpower to. I really gotta talk myself into it. It's all about willpower. I'm weak.
It's about getting in the habit of doing the
habit.
things you're supposed to be doing.
Here's the other thing that I'm going to say where all the people who going, the person, I don't want to make things out. Okay. All people who go to the gym, in my opinion, so the people who don't go to the gym who feel bad, like, oh, these people, the ones who are at the gym every day are the most insecure people in the world.
He's got a point there.
And I stand firm to this. The people who are obsessed with their weight and their image are so uncomfortable with themselves that if they gain a few pounds or they do something, they feel like a mess. It's not, they all act like they're more disciplined and better than like fat people who are just lazy and not doing it. But you know what? I'm fat, I'm lazy. Part of the reason why I never go to the gym is because I am comfortable in my own skin and I don't give a fuck. Now, is that right? Not necessarily. You should all care about your health and want to take care of yourself. But the person who's going to the gym, yeah, they may look good and have a healthy life, but they're miserably insecure, and most of them are like narcissists. So my big thing on people who go to the gym all the time, they're not good people. Yeah, they're going out to the gym.
The broad brush that he paints with.
I don't know if I agree with
Oh
all
no,
that.
I don't
agree
care.
with some of
Anybody
it.
who says I'm not, the biggest health nuts I know are the most insecure people I know.
All right, people. Well,
Some people just like to be healthy. Some people are very health conscious, and they don't like. They think like, well, this is a human being should be able to run, and they should be able to, like they should
I
be
feel
cut. And they
like-
should be eating, watching what they're eating. Like that's a good thing to be. It doesn't.
It is a good
That
thing
doesn't
to
correlate
be.
with insecurity.
I do think it correlates big time
to a
with
point.
insecurity.
I understand what he's saying to a point. But if you go there, sort of, all right, I'm not trying to get, jacked beyond belief. I'm not trying to get into a Brendan Ryan 32-inch pant. If you're just trying to feel good about yourself, lose a couple pounds.
Oh, I agree
Maybe
with
you
you.
don't eat
then
that
you say-
bad food.
Like you see a woman who's like in great shape, and you're like, oh, she's in great shape.
She hates herself.
So
Most women
but,
are just extremely insecure with themselves.
okay, but then you also you like the way that looks, so then you would like to be with somebody who has a great shape and who works out like that.
That's the shallow part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So some people want to be able to bang those people.
Oh, listen, I get it.
So and part of me, I want to get in good shape,
But
not
you
because
want to
I'm
know what it
insecure.
is?
I wanna-
It's also an insecurity that, like, what? You don't think that if you didn't work out, you couldn't bang them? You don't think
yeah,
your
I feel
personality is
because
good enough?
I feel like they work really hard at their body. They deserve to have look at somebody who is attractive as them.
All right. Yeah, you can
So
get,
I would
that's
like
why the good
I
workout pads
wouldn't
work.
even if like somebody I would be like, nah, I don't. I'm not good enough to.
But see, that I'll never say I'm not
Like
good
Monique goes to
enough
the
for
gym all
somebody.
the time. Like she's a great. Like sometimes I feel like, what are you doing? Like you're wasting your
But you're
time.
not-
You're wasting your time over
You're
here.
not
You're
this
not a
fucking
slob.
schlep.
I know that, but I.
What are
always,
you
but,
saying?
But you're saying like people go to the gym. Like I want to go to the gym because I want to get cut because I want like her to look at me and be like, God
Yeah.
damn, like that's a great
Is that
body.
not an insecurity part of you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
So that's
but,
you're feeding
yeah,
my
but,
point.
But no, but it's also it's like because you want to give them what
You
they feel
want
they deserve.
people
No, but I'm insecure, but that's separate from like there are, but also just.
I was going to say you're not the best example.
It's an insecurity, but it's also like you want to give the person what they feel like they deserve. Like if they're putting in the work and they're in really good shape, you want to meet them to that point.
Meet them at the halfway point.
And I get that, and that's why couples who work out together usually will probably last better than somebody who works.
Yeah,
out
I mean, you
one
said
who's
something
not.
once about people who work out a lot that they're usually not like fun to hang out with, and that I completely agree with. Like, I don't think that makes it an interesting person when you obsess about the gym and.
Well, that's I was
like,
gonna, when I hear
they're usually not very
people-
funny. Those
Yeah,
people, but
they all they talk about is their calorie intake and all that. It's like you're
Yeah.
fucking like I get it. You
That's
live
boring, but
once,
that's
you
not-
want to
It
live
is
a long
boring.
life, but your whole life
Yeah.
is being healthy to where you're not enjoying anything. And I don't care who you are telling me that you are or not. I just know, and I there's certain I don't want to say certain things because I feel like it'll be obvious.
I think you've already said enough.
no, but
there's,
like,
there's exceptions. Like John Ziegler was like a personal trainer
there
for
are
a while.
exceptions.
and
Maybe
he's very
the broad
funny,
brush
so-
is
Yeah.
tough to paint, but I still think
Yeah,
it's
just
I'd say most.
Protein powder is boring.
yeah.
I just feel like they when they
It's
look
all-
because I find the
because
people
it
who go to the gym,
consumes.
it does, and then when they look at somebody who's overweight or this, and it's like, oh, how could you do? It's because not everybody's whole life is about how they look.
But I just know that you do feel better and more confident.
Oh, but that's
like
just
I got
healthy.
like 2 years ago. I was in pretty good shape, like just thin. I didn't get like muscle, but I was like I liked to look in the mirror. I could stand to look in the mirror.
Yeah,
What were
no,
you
and be like,
doing? What were you doing?
I was walking a lot and just eating
Healthy.
like a protein.
You are what you
focused.
eat,
I was like a
man.
Yeah,
protein.
you are what you eat.
And I loved waking up every day. Getting dressed was more comfortable. You could put on any shirt and just not,
Oh, yeah, that's
not
the best
worry
part.
about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sick of doing
Listen.
like you do this shit all the time. Like I'm constantly
That doesn't mean every fat person's very secure with themselves or doesn't want it. But
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I find the people who obsess about it are just the most boring. Honestly, they suck. Honestly,
Some would argue
in my
that
opinion, that I suck.
yeah.
And then I'm this fat waste of space or whatever. Like, whatever. Like, I don't think
needs
Lizzo's
a
the way to
fan
go.
on him to
where
sit.
it's like everybody should be okay with being
Yeah.
completely unhealthy fat messes. I just
And
don't like.
it's also like I've been attracted to big women.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like I only think that people who are in great shape are attractive, but
There's also a lot of people who are skinny. And
Like, I'm
not
currently having
in
sex with
shape.
a woman.
That's what I like. I don't like cut up girls, but I like
I like a little meat.
Yeah.
I like I like
if my girl doesn't have any like there's no jiggle at all. Like
I
get the
agree.
fuck out of
Yeah.
here. You suck.
but I like
suck.
it's
Oh God.
That's just how I feel.
I honestly think that the gym is just such a it's one thing that leads to another that you just end up feeling good and you don't have to get crazy at it. I understand what you're saying. These people that go too
Clip
hard.
me on that. I want everybody to come at me because I firmly believe that.
I get it, but also it doesn't hurt anybody to go to the gym.
It doesn't,
and
and
do a half hour, 45
right.
minutes, little something to make you feel better.
I don't like
Moving and shaking.
I just like yeah, you should want to take care of yourself. I just think the ones who are over the top, like, oh, just shut the fuck up.
I get it. You have a it's pretty obvious you
Yeah,
have a
but
personal
it-
problem with
yeah.
somebody that goes to the gym.
and it might
It's
be
not a personal problem.
it might be though like you might be more insecure than you're giving your
I'm more insecure, but my whole insecurity is more because I feel like I'm just an inept adult.
Is that your
Like,
insecurity?
Mine doesn't come down to, do I think I look great? No, but
Right,
that's
but
not
like
my
it's easier to criticize people who are doing the impressive things. But
But I
you're
don't
insecure.
think it's impressive.
Well, it is it is impressive.
You
to
can't
get in
do
great
it
shape.
though.
Like
It's disciplined. It's not impressive. You just, I respect your discipline.
because I used to say shit like all the time. You would see like a guy who's in great shape and like, yeah, but he's not very funny. Like, like you try to make excuses for why it's.
Oh, but listen,
They're in better
but I
shape
can
than you,
honestly
but-
say most guys I know who are obsessed about it are fucking have dead personalities.
I was once the next guy who was like gorgeous and had a great body. And like, oh my God, I thought that. I'm like, oh, he's probably not funny. And like, I just kind of overheard him say something very funny. I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
It's not that they can't be
Yeah.
funny. I just think,
Yeah.
generally speaking, when your whole life is health oriented,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Well, your brain goes.
you're gonna
to
live a
one thing.
long life, a long, boring life.
Yeah.
Good
and
for you.
People can be bored to tears
Yeah,
around
Well,
you.
we got-
you'll marry
it's gonna be a
some
long-
great-looking girl, and you'll both be beautifully boring, and just bring nothing to any table.
This is like the
But if
fat
they-
guys podcast. Just
Yeah,
just
but if they
ripping
both
on healthy
are like,
people.
if they're like the workout, if they're the workout couple, then they found somebody who loves
Yeah,
to do
you
the thing
found
they
out
love,
someone
they
just
love
as
to do it.
boring and
Yeah,
shitty
well,
as you.
Yeah, that's great.
But
Yeah.
isn't that
But
that's okay
that's
for
your
them?
opinion. But
life.
they don't find that boring at all. Like
They know they're boring. Those
No,
people
they don't.
know they are.
But people are into different things. Like he was ripping me before because I like. What does he say?
He just always...
Girly things.
No, I didn't say girly.
No, he said a more vulgar word. But I was trying to clean it up.
No, I didn't even say that. I just said...
I
you're-
like heartfelt, and he likes.
I said what? Rainbows and all, like, just...
We were talking about television. I said, what do you think? I like Chick's advice on only television, nothing else, obviously. So I said, what do you think about this new the Penguin thing? Am I gonna like that? Because I feel like a lot of people have like a Peter Pan syndrome where everybody's into like these.
Say what you said, childish. It's
childish, yeah.
Oh, we talked about this last week a little
The
too.
bad guy, it's like God, it's like, give me some good television.
But it is very good. It's
Yeah.
not a superhero. It's not based on Batman. It's...
I get it, but then he came
What?
after me with what I like. I like musicals and stuff. Oh, what?
After we did the list of top 10 TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
I realized that I left the show out that probably should have been on my list. Normal People. Have you ever seen Normal People?
I haven't seen Normal People.
So you might like that. That's heartfelt. That's about it's about a couple. Kids grow love. They're
What?
over time.
But that's all I told you. All I said is I don't think he would like The Penguin. I think
Okay.
it's a great show that's
But-
not up his
Yeah, but
alley.
he doesn't say. I don't think you'd like it.
I didn't
He-
say that.
He belittles me.
All right, I
He puts
did.
me down.
I did.
To push him back up.
Right.
It's not pushing me up.
Oh, it always is.
But you're capable of liking. Like I'm capable of liking. Like I like the occasional Batman
I am?
movie. Like Batman's the only superhero movie that I'll ever even consider watching.
That's why I said maybe I'll check
And
it
that's
out.
what I'm not a superhero guy. I'm a Batman fan.
Yeah.
But this isn't even. This to me is almost like a made up. It's like a. It's going to be more like a gangster show and like a crime show.
Okay,
There's not a lot of there's no superhero shit going on. Batman's
but
not
he's
even
got
in
a
it.
cape.
It sounds like you might like it.
Maybe I will, but then
But there's no cape in this. Is what I'm saying. It's just the Penguin.
Oh, all right.
There's
all right,
no
you're right.
Batman. It's not about Batman.
Okay,
I don't even think he's in it.
so it's about the guy, the
It's
Penguin.
literally about the Penguin and like that crime family. you
So
know.
I need to know the backstory of the Penguin.
Listen, could you watch this show without watching the Batman the movie? Because this is it literally it starts right after that movie.
Have
ended.
you seen the Batman
Yeah.
with
The Robert Pattinson one?
yeah, because I was nominated.
Did you
for
enjoy it?
One of the years I watched all the Oscar movies, it was nominated.
Did you
so-
enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
This
But
is
like
what he tells
asked me, I said it's long, it's slow because
Yeah.
it is.
It's
not
dark. It's like that was more of like a detective movie.
Yeah,
so,
it was more of a detective, dark.
And I always like
slower
Batman
but
because
it's long.
Yeah, long.
is.
And yeah, I hear the words.
I know you, so I'm not going
long
to tell you to
and
watch that
slow.
when I know it's a 3-hour movie almost, and it's relatively slow. I know you're not going to like it.
All right.
if you don't like it, give Normal People a shot. How about that?
What normal people now? What series? What's the name?
Genre?
ABC,
Hulu.
NBC.
I think it was on Hulu.
It was Hulu.
When I watched it, it was on Hulu.
Hulu
but I
are
watched it years
normal
ago.
people.
And I think it takes place in Ireland.
Oh,
I feel
all
like
right.
I've heard of this. I don't know if I ever
Yeah.
seen it. I've
It's a very
actually
soft.
Was it like a big time hit?
Some people loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think anybody I've ever heard that watched it liked it.
Okay, all right.
I think.
All right, I'm into that. I'm into that because I'm looking for a new.
Very sweet. It's heart. There's some heartbreak to it, but there's
This is
some
what I like.
romance.
This is what I like.
This is
Romance,
like,
heartbreak.
Yeah.
So I also have another interesting thing going on in my life. And at first I wasn't going to bring it up, but now I can.
Now he's feeling comfortable.
I'm not going to go too detailed because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But my uncle has been not around for a while in my family. Haven't seen him or talked to him in a long time. It was just a little family thing. We all have our shit. Probably 70 something now. Just reached out to my brother and he's like,
Oh, we're getting into this, huh?
well, we're not going to go too far into it, but my uncle is now, so we have basically like a long lost family member popping back in life, and like he's been calling a lot lately, and I actually talked to him the other
You
day.
did? By the
Yeah.
way, Ryan,
So I haven't seen this guy since the 90s. The last memory I have of him, remembering my uncle, was when my father got ejected from my football championship for cursing at the ref.
Classic.
See where it comes from.
Classic story.
And my uncle was there, and he tried, when my dad got thrown out, and tried coming down from, like, the bleachers. Who knows what he was going to do. But, we stopped him down. But that's one of the last memories I have of him, like, around. Just that year. So I probably haven't seen him or talked to him in 94, so about 30 years now.
Wow.
And he's just popping in now, and, I talked to him, and we're probably going to see him soon. So I just thought that was kind of interesting.
Fun, yeah.
Ryan, I have been obsessed with this story for the last several weeks because Chick gives me little tidbits.
I gave B the full.
He gave me the full
rundown.
thing, but I get a few things, and then it got so far to like one day he gets his parents on the phone, and I'm in the background. I'm like, send a picture. What does he look like? What does he look like? I got to see this guy. And his dad's like, what the hell does it matter what he looks like?
So my dad is someone who likes to keep everything close. That's why I won't go too far.
Yeah.
He'd probably be like, why do you even bring that up? But whatever, it's my show. So he, he's finally back in, and I can't wait to see what comes from this.
Can we say he's very similar?
So that was one of the reasons why I was bringing it up. And the more I start, because now, memories are starting to pop back in, and we're starting to see his manner, just from talking to my dad a lot now. And I'm like, I'm a lot like this fucking guy.
So much.
I could disappear anytime.
No, it's just there's so many things that there's obviously a lot of differences, but there's a lot of similarities that I'm like. It's funny because I felt like, not that I when you finally see someone that you're kind of like who's older than you, like the family where you I see it more in him than I do like my parents.
Yeah,
You think you're more like your uncle than your
It's not that I
parents,
think I'm more like him. People will tell me that you're just like your mother or your father in this way. And I guess you don't see it when it's like your own parents or whatever. But I am noticing certain things about him that I'm like, that reminds me of me.
The stories that he started telling me the stories, and I'm like, dude, you realize you're telling a story about yourself.
Yeah.
Everything he does, like the small things that Chick does, it's like the small things that this guy was doing.
Yeah. That's exciting.
So where
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
gonna meet? Like
So
do we
I
have a
think-
time? And
Now I don't know the date. I think there is a date that we have scheduled, and we're hoping he comes. I don't know.
And do you think there'll be a
Again, much like
conversation
Chick.
about why he left?
Well,
Or is it just going to be
what's
like,
gonna
do you have a family that's just kind of...
Listen, the people that need to have that talk will have that talk, and then the rest of us will kind of play
Yeah.
that off of that.
I feel
But
like
it's exciting stuff that's going on.
it is. It is. I'm glad that's
So
happening.
I texted my cousins when it first happened. I'm like, Uncle Anthony's back in the family. He's trying to get back.
Yeah.
He's coming back. And I'm the youngest, so I'm like the baby. So we're a relatively older family in that regard. So, it's like not talking to little kids. Everyone was getting a kick out of it. So I was telling him one of my fondest memories of before I was even born is a home video that we have. And it's actually a great story that I'll tell. So my uncle was a huge Star Wars fan, and he had all these figurines. And we're talking early 83, 84, because the video my mother's pregnant with me. So there's this home video of him singing Lionel Richie's You Are the Sun, and my aunt and my mother, everybody's having a great time at the table. Now, this is one of the last times our whole, the whole family was together. And it's 84. And I'm talking extended. A lot of people have died and, life happens. So it was the last time we were all together, and my uncle's singing and having a great time. And, it's the old school camera, and you see everybody at the table, there's smoke, everybody's smoking. And you see my cousins and my brother are trying to get my uncle's attention as he's singing. And now none of the parents are giving the kids any mind. It was kind of go in the basement and don't bother us. So my mother's wiping the sweat off my uncle's head as he's singing. My aunt, everybody's dancing
similarity.
along like it's funny. And you just see one kid after another trying to get him. My uncle's pushing them all away, just stop annoying me. And then the video cuts. So the whole story now is that right after the video cut, because you see one of them, my nephew, my cousin's holding a figurine with no head. My brother bit all the heads off of his Star Wars figurines.
Wow.
While he was in the basement and they were all the adults were upstairs. So they're trying to tell my uncle that my brother's eating all the figurines and he's singing Lionel Richie, pushing them away. And it's like one of the funnier home videos that I know of. And it's
wouldn't
more
they
because
just
of the
stop him
story
rather
after.
than-
What?
They couldn't stop him from doing this?
Who, my
Your
brother?
They couldn't stop your brother from eating?
My cousins probably were all getting a kick out of it. I mean, they were all little kids during this.
Oh, that's great.
I don't think anybody was going to be like, oh, Rob, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, to this day, they always said nobody ever found the heads. So my brother must have eaten the heads.
Jesus Christ.
He was, but the funny thing is, my brother's 2 years older than me, literally by the day, and my mother's pregnant with me. So my brother's probably only like a year and a half at this fucking point, or a little less.
Oh, God.
Like almost a little more. He's probably like close to 2 years. And he fucking ruined his Star Wars collection.
Probably worth some money now.
I was going to say, you probably ate
Probably ate a lot of money.
a couple $1,000.
Couple $1,000s worth of heads.
So
it's coming back looking for those heads.
that's why I said he's coming back. And the funny thing is, he was the first person he got in touch with. Because
Yeah.
he, like, had to look up the names or whatever to get in touch with us, and that's whatever. So we got that. There's a little excitement coming on.
That
see
is
what this
exciting.
brings.
That is exciting. I'm happy to hear that. That's moving forward.
It's also good, like, as much as whatever happened, like, it's kind of like a way to, you're never too late to
Yeah.
reconnect or, especially family. It's all you got, man.
It's all you got at the end. It's all you got. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that story I like. I've
B's
been following.
B's in the mix right now.
I love being in the loop with like
Let's get him on the
the
podcast.
Chick. Oh my God,
He
yeah.
would probably come on.
He'd probably not. He'd show up late or something like
Yeah,
that.
he
He'd do
probably
he'd do
would.
exactly what it's
He's
too,
doing exactly with idiots like that. Won't be sweating our asses
too far.
off.
Yeah, you don't even give me a fan around here. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh God.
But yeah, so that's what I got going on. And flag football started, so I'm coaching.
Oh, I can't wait.
And this year I
So we have another excuse coming our way, right?
no, that's Sunday mornings.
Oh, okay.
We don't record Sunday mornings because that's not good for you. So we don't. It's fine.
Eh.
But it's funny this year because I stopped. Remember last year I said I was out of my element and my team got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this year I cut my nephew wasn't playing, so I didn't coach any of the older teams. So I'm just doing the 6-year-olds.
Just focusing on one thing.
But they're young, and at this age is super fun. Although one kid, we had one of our guys lay out this little girl, which he wasn't, you're not supposed to tackle. He looked like fucking, I don't know, Steven Atwater fucking taking out somebody. Dude, he crushed this
Number
little girl.
27. Oh my God.
But, so that's all I got really going on.
Nice. Right. What do you got going on? Anything else? I know you went away. Did we? Yeah, I don't even think we got into that last week.
Not really. Yeah, I went up to AC. I was going to text you because I went into the table. I went into
What'd you play? Caribbean
just roulette.
Stud? Oh, all right.
Yeah, but just I got $100 and it was gone in
Did you
5 minutes.
catch the episode that we won all that money?
When you told him the numbers? No. So I was going to text you when I was there. So give me a number, but I got like so nervous even taking my phone out in the
Well,
casino.
they will yell at you. You can't be at the table when you.
I had
have
to go to the
phone. Like,
bathroom.
if you're at the table and you take your phone out, they'll tell you to step away.
Yeah. So like I don't really know what I'm doing. I know roulette's pretty easy, but
Yeah, roulette's self-explanatory.
but I think I put a chip down late and she was like, ah.
Yeah,
But,
you gotta
yeah.
wait. They'll tell you
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
You also like when you put your money down, you have to just put it down. Like you gotta.
Yeah, you
there's
can't, like,
certain
hand
little.
it to 'em.
All
ingots.
these rules.
I know.
That's,
I
that's
get
what keeps me away from it.
It really does. I'm afraid I'm going to get yelled at as an
know.
adult. You're going to be like, no, I'm like, I don't know.
No,
Like,
you know
there
what?
should be a room where you go into it and like they teach you how to play the game.
Well, I will
Yeah.
tell you a good deal.
You're right.
that's a good idea.
That's a perfect
It actually
idea.
isn't. But one thing I will say is, if you go to a nice place, there's nothing wrong with asking the dealer what to do. They'd rather you.
I don't think they mind, but the other people around the table.
No, they
don't
won't. And I promise you, because they would rather you do it right than keep on fucking
Yeah.
up and slowing up everything.
He might be right. He went through everything, like step by step.
Yeah.
What to do, how to put the money down, and like I went exactly what he told me to do.
Yeah.
And then when I won, I took it away and I went to the
Me and
bathroom.
him almost got into a fight.
We got into a big fight.
You that
Double
night.
down a little bit?
I
Yeah.
wanted to kill him that night
Yeah. Well, listen.
Just like-
because I
the-
wanted you to keep up, keep
He
us
wanted me
up, but
to be a
let's
loser.
Go big.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Chick, I brought you home
I know, you're
more
right.
money than your paycheck that week, all right? And if we went big or went home, We both would have went home with nothing. Odds are.
No, I said put that in your pocket. I knew.
Was this
you
a
were-
number you picked or a color?
We started with a number, or no, a color then a number. What did we start with first?
I think you picked like my birthday and some other
No,
number.
I picked Maddie C's. It was 17.
All right, 17.
But it was I don't remember. I think we started with a color just to double up, and if we hit that, throw the winnings on a number.
Yeah.
And we hit
You
that.
hit that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I told him. Okay, keep X amount in your pocket because I knew he has the willpower
Yeah.
to not be a degenerate like
No.
me.
But the X amount in my pocket, like, was not as much as I had. It to me it made
I
more
get
sense.
it. You're right. It did make, and we won.
Look,
so it
we
was
came out
fun.
with a lot of money.
But that night, I'll never forget being on the phone and being like, "I'm gonna kill him when he comes back."
Yeah,
You would have lost it though. Yeah.
I would 100%.
But I do know the increase. Like I could tell you how to do it. That's why you could trust me with that stuff.
But like then the people they put the chips on like the corners, like the overlapping numbers. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's
I,
how you get each few numbers. Yeah.
yeah, it pays out in I guess fractions. I guess if you hit one of those numbers. But oh my god, I wasn't doing any of that, and then it was a $15 minimum, and breaking chips. I was like,
The best is you got to get at a table with the minimums early and get grandfathered in. I did that at this one place, and I stayed at one table for like 10 hours when I went.
10
to Vegas
hours? Is
once.
that are you being serious?
so even if they raise,
So what happens is
10
not every
hours.
place does it. I don't know if they still do it, but I went to a place when I went to Vegas. There was one table where you can get grandfathered in. So if you sat at the table at 6 o'clock when the blinds were $15, say, or $5, they raise. I don't know. It's like every half hour in a casino. I don't even know what the time is, but they do raise them as the night goes on. And I was still I stayed there, so you get grandfathered into that blind.
Wow.
Unless you get
Yeah.
up and sit back down.
yeah.
But when I got up, I would leave my chips. You just tell the person, "Look, watch my chips. I'm gonna go
So
smoke a
how much do
cigarette."
you think you won?
It's not a matter of winning. I probably lost that weekend.
I'm
But
gonna
it was
play a
just,
long time.
yeah, but I
But
play
you-
a longer
yeah.
time because
That's
I'm.
why I've played Let It Ride, which is like a poker based
Yep.
game, and you can play that a long time.
I think Let It Ride is one of the best odds in the casino.
I thought it was one of the worst.
It could be. I forget.
Yeah.
I think actually 3-card stud is the best. One of the that's a poker
One of the
game that's
poker
like the
games.
best odds.
But you can play Let It Ride for a long time without, you can kind of just.
I love Caribbean
Dribble it out a
stud,
little
which
bit.
is terrible odds. Of course, my favorite game. To
What's it
play
called?
is-
Caribbean
The
stuff?
problem is you get a lot of winning hands that don't qualify because the dealer doesn't qualify, so you don't get paid out when the dealer. It's a whole.
Craps I'll never understand. I've tried to play online to try to learn it. I never know what's going on. But
I would love somebody to teach me all this
blackjack,
stuff.
I'm too nervous to make somebody else at the table
That's the-
upset.
and I
'cause
was just gonna say-
they get mad if you.
Blackjack is the one table where if you don't know what you're doing, do not sit down because you're gonna piss somebody off and you're gonna cost somebody money.
You guys play the lotto ever?
I did this weekend. When it gets huge, I'll throw a dollar
Yeah, it's
in
funny. Do you ever do that?
No.
You go to a store. You go to a place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started doing it just on my phone.
I don't trust that.
I don't really trust it either, but I still do it.
Okay.
And every time I do it, I go, do I have these tickets?
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of like.
Is this real?
I feel like I'm just giving them money and I
Yeah.
have no chance of winning.
Yeah, I've never
only-
done the
when
phone.
I see that it's like huge.
It shows you like a picture of like a real ticket, like a like
It is real. I mean, it's.
We got to
Is
do
it-
research. Has anybody won
I
off their
was just
phone
gonna
yet?
say
I was
until I
gonna
see
say-
a big winner on that, I won't.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
got to be out there. That's got to be public knowledge if somebody won
Yeah,
on their
they-
phone, right?
All Lotto's public knowledge.
Yeah.
like what store
What store
sold
sold
the
it,
big,
who
a
won
big
it.
winner.
Yeah. Well, because they love to promote that too.
Well, yeah,
So I'm
'cause-
sure
but that's
the
because
more and
you
more
want-
people that use the phone, it's got to say like this.
Yeah.
This was one on the app.
That's why I was going to say that I would love to know how many people have won on the app.
yeah.
We got to
and not a
find that
store.
out.
But most people who play that shit like religiously are fucking going to a store. They have their store.
Yeah, I was
Like,
behind
it's
somebody
like a
in
whole
7-Eleven today.
routine. The
gotta
biggest
get the
store
same
that
number.
I honestly would almost drive out of my way if I knew there's a big one and I want to maybe hit that store in Lawrence, right by where my old paint store was that I worked at. That store has had big winners. It's huge for Lotto.
I feel
Really?
like I feel like that makes them less likely to hit again. Although it doesn't. It's so random. Like
It is so random.
It
I mean,
literally doesn't matter. It's like roulette.
does it
Like,
have to be in a row, or could you hit the numbers? Like that's one thing I was going to ask about it. You know when they say you have to hit all your numbers?
I don't think it's in a row.
I don't
no.
play it a lot. Is it just like as long as my 6 numbers match those 6
don't know.
in any
think
order,
so, yeah.
or does it have to be in order?
I always thought it was in order, but
I thought
I've
so,
never
too.
really played. I don't
I
think.
don't think I don't. I don't know either. But I don't.
I've
I
tried
don't
to
think
read
so.
that on the ticket. It doesn't explain that.
The
Yeah.
only time I've played is like we're in an office, everybody throwing $1 for the big, you know.
Yeah, I would
Did
hate
you
to
ever,
split
did
that.
you ever hear
I
about
would
it?
hate to split it, but if somebody asked me, I'm like, well, fuck, now I got to, because I'm not going to be the asshole that's not in the winning.
And there's
So
a
you have,
story
yeah,
about
of
that.
course.
you have to go in. Yeah,
Somebody who did it every week, and like one week they just didn't have cash on them, and nobody spotted them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I don't know
That's
if anybody they didn't do it on. I don't know if they did it on purpose. Some people are strict like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out, like because they don't care if they win,
Yeah.
they win. But like
And
if
once
it's
you
like,
win,
if it's a weekly thing and we all do it, like I got your $1 this week, whatever, it didn't happen. They hit, and like that one person.
I feel
didn't
like that
win.
would be a chick story.
That would be.
That
me.
would.
I would be. The,
Yeah.
That's why it would win though. If I was on the ticket, it would
Yeah.
win.
Now, can I ask you guys a question? I think about this often. Like, if you do win the lotto, say you try it, you win. I don't want people to know.
You can't. It's unfortunate. It's,
no
You
different
did-
states.
I
you
thought it's
can,
public.
You can start a what do they call it? A like not a business, but you can start some type of foundation, and that foundation can
get credit
can
and
claim the
reward.
money, and then your name doesn't have to be associated with that. So there's ways of doing it so that
okay.
it's not.
I
public
thought you.
to do
I
that.
thought it was like it had to be.
No, because the ticket, if it's just a ticket, then you can assign that ticket to whoever you want, and you can start, like I said, whatever it is.
I would love to just be like,
Now here's my other thing. If you get the million, let's say you won big, do you take the lump sum or do you take it over a period of time?
lump sum.
Lump sum, yeah.
You have to
You
take,
have
the,
to
lump
take the
sum
lump sum.
because if you die, that doesn't get inherited.
Yeah,
till-
right.
That's
Yeah.
why you have to take
And
it.
it's
gotta
like,
do lump
and like you said, I'm playing big numbers. It's like, however, it's crazy money. So I could probably squeeze by with
Oh yeah,
you know,
exactly.
$888 million.
I don't know
if,
what
if that's half of what the winnings
you
were.
really
like,
are an idiot if you try to outsmart them and be like, "Oh, I'm going to take this over a period
No.
of time." You're not
Yeah.
outsmarting
No,
anybody.
yeah,
You're just
no.
going to die, and now you're not having that money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All you're doing is fucking your family.
Do you have any idea what you would do if you won?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask you. Like, when you play the lottery, do you spend that day daydreaming about what you're going to do when you win?
Yeah. I spend it just, you know what you know what's sad? This is the sad thing is like when I play that and I'm going to get these millions of dollars, all I think about is how happy that I'm going to be debt free. And it's not even that much money in debt.
Yeah.
In the
I know, but
grand
it is like
scheme
the
of things,
stress.
Yeah, but that
relief
stress would be
of
gone.
stress is just, and then
Yeah.
to never, and then to, from that point on, never have to worry about money.
that's
Although,
the,
I mean, they say there's those nightmare stories, those people
Although-
that lose everything. Yeah,
but I have good people around me. I like to think I wouldn't be that person. I would probably give the money to my brother.
I think
So,
about who I'm going to
budget
give
for
money
me.
to.
That's
My
a good
first
idea.
thing I would do is I would take out some type of television spot or some type of announcement to every kill shelter that exists, and it would be like, don't cease all dog killings in your place, because I was like,
You're going to spend all your money for animals to live?
yeah,
All right, I respect it.
yeah.
I'm not
Well,
knocking
because
it. was
I
just
mean,
curious.
Will it end it though?
well, I would just provide a shelter, because there's some shelters are
You are like
kill-free shelters,
the
and
Hawk
others are
Tua
kill,
girl.
kill shelters.
Talk to a girl, man. She's
This
still
is-
getting shit on. She's like a good girl.
This is what Hawk 2 is doing with her money.
You should give it to animals.
It's all
She was
animal
saying, if I
shelters.
only
Yeah.
got 15 minutes, I'm going to do something good with it. And she's been like doing shit for animals and
Yep,
all
that's
that.
all she's doing with it.
Yeah, so like I
And
just
starting a
just
podcast.
taking yeah, I would just be like, figure it out, contact my people, somebody will be in touch with you, just keep all your dogs alive, don't
How
kill
great
any
would
dogs.
it be to say you have people?
Yeah,
That's what I
we'll
want.
we'll have somebody, and then just pop up little foundations nearby and little rescue organizations nearby to figure out how
Good,
that would
good.
be
The
first
dogs,
thing
the
I would do.
dogs. But what about us? What do you do for us?
We've talked about it. Like, yeah, I
I'll
would.
give
I
you,
would
break you guys off each with a bill. Boom.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would buy a studio.
Studio.
somewhere.
That's what
Yeah.
we want.
Well, yeah,
I would
I
not. I
would-
would
I
not.
would
I
invest
literally
in the
would not
pod.
stop doing this.
yeah. No, you couldn't.
This might be the only thing I do that from now on. I might just be like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm not even working.
But we might do it in chunks because I'm going to travel a whole lot, so I
yeah.
might not be here. You know.
I wouldn't be the guy who's buying big things. I'm just going to travel everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
what I'm
too.
gonna do.
Travel
I'd buy
would
my
be
mother
the
a
thing.
Jag. I would, I'd float Neil's comedy career for a while. Like I would, I fantasize about doing like good shit. Like people that I know.
I do it on a couple people that I know that I'd be like, you know what? He deserves his mortgage paid off.
Yeah, I would be
And then
like,
some
I
of
would be
my friends
like
would be like,
Neil.
"Go fuck
I'm like
yourself."
Neil works hard. I believe in what he's doing. So I'd be like, "You're good."
There's
you know?
some people I
You
want
haven't
to rub
you
it
haven't put
into.
enough work in yet.
No, I
but,
haven't.
Yeah, I would love to open a comedy club myself and then
Oof.
just run that.
Jeez, you're gonna be out of money
I
soon.
would want to. I'd also want to throw it in people's faces. I'm such a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's certain people I would want to be like, yeah, who's got the last laugh now? You fucking cocksucker.
As he runs out of breath.
He runs out of breath.
That's what I'm saying. I don't got much going. Fuck you. I hit the lotto. Yeah,
It's
that's
almost
right.
worth,
I didn't earn
it's,
this.
It's worth playing just for the fun of fantasizing for the day. Like
yeah.
you realize, and then it comes and you hit either no numbers. Or you hit
I never hit a number.
You hit one number, and it's like you
Yep.
realize how hard
Oh,
it
it's
is to hit a
impossible.
number.
It is impossible.
And then you see these people who do win it, and you're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horse you up there.
And you think like it gets into you. You're like, well, somebody's got to hit it. Like somebody
Somebody's
out
good
there
at
hitting
hitting
it.
Somebody's hits.
Why not? The fuck me?
Everybody who hits it thinks the same thing we
Yeah.
are.
Huh?
Yeah. But do you? I fantasize of not even quitting my job.
Are you kidding me? I would quit and do.
I know
I'd
you
coach.
would, but like
I couldn't wait to quit until, even if I loved my bosses, I would be like, fuck you, I'm out of here.
I would not work 6 days a week, but I would give me 3
You
days.
get a passion job.
I would say that, but I know like I wouldn't follow through with it. I'd maybe a month, and I'd be like, man, things are coming up.
All it's going to be is one thing that you want to do that you know I could do it and not have to worry
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
not
that's all
working,
it
and you're
takes.
out.
Yeah, sorry, going to Fiji. See you later.
I fantasize about going to work, but then waiting to quit at a great moment. Like,
Yeah.
like flipping out on a chef, and then be like,
yeah.
like knowing that I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go. Oh, this place. I've hated this guy for 20
Well, that's
years.
what I'm saying.
And then going and be like, you're a fucking cocksucker.
You just tell them exactly.
Just
yeah,
waiting
and
for
then
them to be like, call this, and you'd be like, you know
Yeah,
what? Go fuck
I'm like, I'm gonna
yourself.
call your boss. Call. I'm a motherfucking millionaire, motherfucker.
Smack them with your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Jeez, that would feel.
I'd almost want
nice.
to go to previous jobs to tell people like, I fucking won the millions, you cocksucking fucking.
I would be getting a
I was
car
gonna-
accident on the way to one of your old
Oh
jobs.
my god. Him outside of Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, I would be outside of every show. That was what I would do. Would just be fucking.
You should
to
buy-
troll Sherwin.
You should buy Sherwin-Williams.
Buy a Sherwin-Williams just to fucking troll them. That fucking company.
I would like. I don't know if money would help with this, but I now I fantasize about just carrying a knife with me and just putting holes in people's tires everywhere I go.
What? That
Everywhere I
has
go.
nothing to do with money, you sicko.
But I'm like, you could buy your way out of shit
Yeah,
like
I
that.
guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
Diddy thought he could buy his way out of what he's in. But
Yeah, I mean, who knows these
but
days?
like, just not like any car, but people who park in like. They pull up. I'm just running in people in a parking
Those
lot.
people, yeah,
I
yeah.
just every time I see that, I fantasize about digging a knife into their tires, and just people will park fucked up. And I would probably just start doing shit like that, and being like,
would you wait till they come out?
and just make eye contact with
Yeah.
them, and just, just
As they come out?
yeah. And I don't know how money helps you get out of that, but
It doesn't.
Yeah, just stick 100
You know what it
inside
is?
the
It's not
slice
that
of
it's
the
the
tire.
money that gets people out of it. It's the power that people who have the money have that gets them out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until it doesn't.
Until
it doesn't.
you fondle a lot of little boys
Yeah.
and girls, and now you're fucked.
Yeah, but I don't see that for us.
yeah,
We're just gonna
I
slice
never-
tires
I mean,
and tell
it's-
our jobs to screw.
It's like
Tell our
I feel
jobs
bad
to
for everybody
screw.
that Diddy affected, but I really never liked him a day in my life. and
Can
it
I
just
tell
feels
you,
so
neither have I.
It feels so. I've hated him.
Don't you feel like you've been
You feel vindicated?
vindicated? I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that.
I just feel like he's been like he just
He ruined Biggie.
ruined Big. Like he just
Ruined Mace.
rode everyone with talent. He rode. Well, the
Mace,
Mace wasn't.
man.
The
I like
greatest
Mace.
rapper.
I like Mace.
I'm not for. I don't disagree with you on that. I don't love Mace, but he
Yeah.
did ruin him.
Yeah, like he ruined everybody. Like everybody that he found
Anybody
was
that was
talent
on that label, he
yeah,
fucking ruined.
yeah.
Yeah. So
The shiny
Remember the
suits.
making the band? Those people had no excuse to not be famous, and he blew that too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
The only person I remember was Dylon.
But that's because of Chappelle.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
That's right.
Chappelle's making the band sketch was the best thing ever.
that's right.
What happened to that band?
That's exactly it.
Oh.
He treated them like assholes, and then that's what
Probably
happens.
worse.
You remember the White Rapper show on
No.
MTV?
I know you do.
I remember it, but not like.
It was a show on MTV. It was Diddy wasn't involved, but it was like a making the band, but it was just all white rappers. And it
Oh
was
my
like trying to
God.
find the next great white rapper.
MC Search did it.
Yeah,
I remember
that.
that.
Makes sense. That
Yeah.
What an
I
idea.
know, right? That's
Anybody make it
I
out
don't
of it?
remember. Yeah.
No.
No, yeah.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think anybody did.
Yeah.
Even if they did, they probably would like scratch that off. Like, don't even let him know.
Yeah, Jack Harlow was too young. So
Yeah,
you
he
know.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
Jeez, that is a great idea though. The next white rapper, especially during that time.
Why? There was only one good white rapper. Actually, no,
Yeah.
there was a few at that time.
But if it's a reality
because
show,
you had idea and you had that atmosphere. You had Eminem,
but
and you kind of had Everlast. I mean,
you had Everlast, sure.
It's decent, yeah.
But
he
if
was
you had
decent.
a reality show of all the people that
Oh, yeah.
want to be that, that's
No.
that's
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The people who want to be are just a bunch of fucking idiots.
yeah.
Well, then Netflix did that rap show. It was like a rap It was like a rap American Idol, and it
Did
was
they?
I didn't see that either.
yeah.
I
And
find
it was like T.I. was like one of the judges, and like I don't really.
there's no rap. You can't do rap at American Idol. I'm sorry. It's just
There's some talented rappers in there. Like nobody made a name for themselves, but yeah.
You know why? Because I feel like nothing about that is genuine when they come through that way. It's not like the guy rose from the streets, or I don't know. It's just not that you need to,
Yeah,
but I
if you're
just feel
talented,
like
you're talented. I think you can break
I
through, but
guess.
nobody ever really, you know.
Remember on BET years ago they had that, I forget what it was called, but it was like
basement.
the basement, but there was like a rap
Tigger?
off.
Yeah, Tigger
106 in
freestyle
Park.
in the basement.
106 in Park, yeah.
You talking about the freestyles with Tigger?
Yeah, Jin.
Jin.
The Asian?
That's who I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Jin, and he like won like, you know,
Every week he came
every
in and
week.
just- yeah.
And he was great.
Oh, that's right. I remember they did.
I
do
saw
that.
him open up for 50 Cent or somebody back in the day.
It's funny.
Cut to when I started doing comedy. Jin is trying stand-up comedy.
That's hilarious.
And I'm in the old Laughing Buddha Climate Lounge, and I'm like, I think that's Jin. And I'm talking to him, and but he didn't like admit, but he like
Yeah.
I forget what he put his name as, but yeah, it was
Tonic.
MC Jin. Tonic. Juice.
So what do you do with your money then? What you win? You didn't answer the question. You win the lottery. What do you do?
First thing I do, travel cross country. I buy an RV. I'm going across country,
Love
and
it.
I'm just
Me.
no solo. I'm leaving everybody behind.
I'm coming with you.
No, I'll throw you a couple bucks.
Then I'll be in the car behind you.
You're gonna live well. By the way, I would be totally fine with that, but I need my solo time too.
Okay.
You know, like
Would you be okay with me driving you? Just me driving you sit in the back of a fucking Winnebago?
Geez, now we're
That's
kind of
time by yourself, and I
now
have to
we're
go.
talking.
Then you can like really tell him to shut up, and like he would have to
Yeah,
listen.
like I would.
I would jerk that wheel so quick, crash the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I have to worry about that because he's spiteful.
I said I'll spite
like,
myself.
like he would. He'd be like, "Fuck it, it's not me. We're both going down."
We're all going down.
So you
man.
want to talk to me?
And he's like these billionaires and stuff that just keep like that aren't just traveling. Travel to me is just the answer. I just
That's
So-
it. I would want a place in Manhattan and a place
to still
on
be
Long Island
working,
close
still
by.
be like worrying about money. You when you got
I have
billions of dollars,
throwback.
just chill. Good. Hand your business off to somebody else
Chill
and enjoy your
out.
money.
You remember when I said that Elon Musk and them could give everybody in the world $1 million?
yeah.
We already remember. We remember that terrible fumble.
I found out what the stat was.
Okay.
Is they can give every American $1 million. And they could, because it's like 330.
Don't let us.
I'm not getting back into
Don't
that.
let us do
No,
math to
No,
prove you
just
wrong.
listen real
I
quick.
still don't think that's
There
true.
weren't
but-
billions. There's only 300, and I looked at it today. There's only 333 million Americans. They can give
Okay.
each American $1 million. That's $330 million, and still have billions. It wasn't the world. It was just America.
Okay.
It got brought up today at work. That's the only reason why and then we were talking. The only
this
reason
is-
why I'm bringing
This
it up.
is a Sloman's sales lunch break talk.
We actually have some great
Wouldn't that
com-
feel? And wouldn't that? I mean, imagine that if you were the person known for just making like just
Well,
giving
isn't
$1
Bill
million.
Gates
Statue.
donating his money?
Everywhere.
But didn't
Tattoos
he-
on
but
everybody.
Isn't Bill Gates' money? I watched that new thing with his, and he's donating all of his money. Like I
Yeah.
guess it's going to be given out to the public, not like people are getting it, but like
No, he's doing like
foundations and like
Yeah, he's got different
he's donating
foundations.
all of his money though. But
to help.
but it's over the next X amount of years. Like
You know,
he's doing it over the next
Yeah.
50 years. He's going to donate all of his wealth. That's respectable.
yeah,
There's a lot of guys who should be doing shit like that. At least he's
Yeah.
not a piece of shit.
yeah.
Well, he probably is still a bit of a piece of shit, but
All right.
Yeah, if you made it this far, this was fun to get back.
Yeah,
Chick,
good to have back.
you were honestly missed, and it's good to have you back.
Yep, it's good to be back.
We love you, and
love you guys.
and it's great to see all you guys,
All right.
all of you, all three.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.